What's going on, guys? I'm James and you're watching Dog Aquatics. Now, today we're going to talk about something interesting. Now, when you buy fish, have you ever thought, well, do I need a fish for the top of my tank, the middle of my tank, or the bottom of my tank? A lot of people actually don't think about that. But if you want to make sure that your tank looks absolutely amazing and make sure that, well, you have fish in all three sectors, well, then make sure to stick around to the end of this video and watch. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now, the most common top dweller that I see would be the guppies. Guppies love, let's see if my camera will focus. But the other thing too is guppies, you see, these guys are at the bottom, but now they're at the top. But then they're at the bottom. But then they're at the top. Guppies actually like to be at the top of the water. It is actually, well, just in their nature. I don't know why. They're interesting. But they would be a perfect top floating, or wow, man, I cannot talk today. A top swimming fish. Now, we'll get into a couple others, but what would be a medium fish, or the middle ground? And that would be something like a flagfish. Flagfish like to hover around the middle of the tank. And you're like, well, James, there's got to be more than just flagfish and guppies. Well, absolutely there are. There are middle fish like cardinals. You notice how they're not completely at the top. They hover in the middle of the aquarium. It's where they feel safest. Then you have, well, those guys are just nutcases. But here's another one. This is a brilliant rasbora. It is a middle dwelling fish. And again, we have guppies and they are just all over the place. They're actually one of the few species I would say would be all three because they're just nuts. They like to be everywhere. Oh, look. So we have a Madagascar rainbow fish in here. Look at that. That's just so pretty. I never get video of it because it's always hiding. That is just beautiful coloration. Sorry, had a squirrel moment there. But you may ask, well, what is a bottom dwelling fish then? Well, that's where your loaches are gonna, and of course, right as I was talking about them, they're like, bye. Did you not see it's closing time? We are done with this. So we'll come over here. These are green, no, I'm sorry. These are emerald green cories. And all your cories, or most of your cory species, are going to be bottom dwelling fish. Now, oh, there you go. There's going to be a top. Okay, apparently that Grammy just said adios. You may ask, what is the importance of this? Why am I talking about it? I got some video, you guys. There's our clown loaches. What is the importance of it? Well, when you think about it, you want to think about an aquarium in sections. The top, the middle, and the bottom. Now, if you have nothing but top fish, then you have all this void space in the middle and the bottom. If you have just middle fish, okay, it's not as bad because they're swimming around, they're moving, but then you have open space on the top and open space on the bottom. And then if you have just bottom dwelling fish, well, then the whole upper portion is empty. Now, if that's what you want, then that is perfectly okay. There is nothing wrong with that. But if you want to optimize your tank and optimize your fish, then what we try to do is we try to fill all three sections. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy 1 million fish and jam your tank full. No, we still have to remember, I'm sorry, the limits that these tanks can hold. We don't want to overdo it. But what we can do is, let's say we want to put a couple of cories on the bottom. All right, that's something that's moving on the ground. It's actively moving around. Then let's say we want to do some flagfish or a gourami or dwarf Grammies. Look at that. He's so cute. Come here. Don't run away from me. But then you get active movement in the middle. And then for the top, well, I'd just get a guppy or an Indler. Because, look, these guys, I'm not even feeding. And they're like, all right, we're at the top. What now? You want to see something else that's cool? That would be a middle fish. These guys were actually born in here. These are actually checkered barbs. I was unaware that they were born in here until one day they started sprouting up going, hey, we're actually in here. But on that note, guys, there are so many different species that cover all three realms of an aquarium. If you have a taller aquarium, obviously we're going to want to put more middle things or middle fish versus top fish, because your eye level is going to be right here. It's not going to be up here at the top. So whatever's aesthetically pleasing to your eye. As always, guys, I wanted to do a video that was a little bit more different and that some people typically don't think about. So let me know what you guys think of this video. As always, stay safe, stay happy, and we will see you next time.